over the Sheridan Yellow Jackets. We'll take a break on Greenwood Sports Center online and the Sports Hog 103.5. 30 seconds, fine.
And I apologize to all of you on YouTube. We just got you back. And I'm not sure how long they were gone. But Facebook's been up.
All right. We're back here in Jonesboro, Nettleton High School. 5A state baseball tournament. Bulldogs leading 2-0 after the first inning. The 4 seed taking on the 1 seed from the South Sheridan Yellow Jackets. Adams, Brewer, and Strozier due up for Greenwood here in the top of the second. Coach Myers over at third base. We talked about it. Coach Mikado likes to be near the dugout, so he will coach whichever base is closer. He's over at first base here this afternoon as the Bulldogs occupy the first base dugout. The lefty Fisher Thompson back to work up on top for Sheridan. They're in all white. Sheridan in royal blue. Royal blue numerals front and back. Their caps are royal blue with the white facing on the front and the royal blue S. Talked about the Bulldogs in all gray today. Navy blue numerals front and back. Greenwood in navy blue across the front. And here's Harrison Adams, the Bulldogs' third baseman. A right-handed bat and a sophomore. And he wanted to swing at the first one. It's over but low and got away from the catcher. Ball 1. Adams has really improved literally with each pitch, each at-bat. That is over but low, 2-0. One of those guys get the opportunity, and he's making the most of it and just keeps getting better. Here's the 2-0 to Adams. Called strike. Good pitch. He was taken to a strike, it seemed. 2-1 now. Let's see if he'll gear up. If Thompson will give him a good fat pitch to hit. Here it comes from the lefty. And it's in there for a called strike. 2-2. Adams now got to white knuckle a bit and protect with 2 strikes. Here it comes. Chops it to short. Gobbled up. Nope, booted. Can he recover and get him? He cannot. And that's going to be an error on Peyton Hill over at short. And Adams will take it. And the Greenwood will certainly take base runners however they can do it. E6. I thought he might have still been able to get him, but then the first baseman bobbled it, but I believe it was to no avail. And here's Luke Brewer, the Bulldogs' all-state wide receiver and left fielder now, getting a chance to show out here in the postseason in baseball. He's hit a couple long balls this season. And now let's see what he gets. That one's inside, ball 1. Fisher Thompson up on top. Working from the stretch this time. Mikado threw the signs over at first base. Adams gets his lead. Thompson keeps an eye on him and comes home with it. And Brewer takes a home run hack and misses strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1. I want to thank Wes Sadler for getting help with the live stream getting set up. Do that, hit that publicly right out of the gate before I forget. Off speed stayed upstairs to Brewer. Good eyes, 2-1. Greenwood leading 2-0 here, top of the second. We're in the 7 hole in our lineup, and it's Luke Brewer. Here it comes. Just tipped a piece of it into the catcher's mitt. Branson back there, the battery mate, and it's 2-2 now. Black windscreen around the outfield fencing. And that's inside. Adams wanted to go. It popped out of the catcher's mitt and out in front of home, but he thought otherwise. And we're full now. I guess that pitch was a little low with the last one. It was over for sure. Full count to Brewer. And swing and a miss. The ball squirts loose, but first base occupied, so it's strikeout. Out number 1. Here's the Greenwood catcher, Dylan Strozier. Strozier's a junior, right-handed bat. Fresh out of the barbershop, as we mentioned. He had the flowing locks going. Dylan Yeah, amazing. And the catcher's up. He's going to run some signs to his defense.
I saw him the other night in the batting cages back home. I didn't know who it was. Who's that wearing number 2?
Thompson comes home and Strozier swings and misses. Strike 1. Adams over at first. Reached on an error. And he gets a little lead. Time is called by Brewer and granted by home plate blue. 1 out here in the top of the second. We're playing 7 innings. And Brewer will dig in from the right side. Thompson comes set from the stretch for Sheridan. Brewer lifts this one up and out of play, foul. I beg your pardon, Strozier. Strike 2. He's 0-2. I think I said Brewer.
You did.
Yeah. Strozier in a 0-2 hole. Thompson's ready, and here it comes home. Off speed, stayed way up, almost a pitch out. Maybe trying to bait Adams to run, but he stood still. Harrison gets a lead, got good speed over there. He's had a little bit of knee issue, but let's see. That one's lifted up and foul out of play to Strozier. Still 1-2. Great crowd has made their way across the state over here for these Bulldogs. Had a good crowd this morning at the softball game up at Mountain Home. Here's the 1-2 to Strozier. Swing and a miss. The ball squirted loose. That's going to let Adams going down to second. And a good job of the second baseman knocking down an errant thrower. It was going to head out to center field. Strozier strikes out. That's the second consecutive strikeout. Now Bryce Morgan in the 9 hole. We call it that second leadoff spot. We saw Kinley Fisher this morning have a field day from that 9 hole. Had a great day, went 2 for 3. The last 3 outs have been strikeouts for Fisher Thompson, as a matter of fact. The last of the first was a K. So here's Morgan, a right-handed bat. And is upstairs. He checked his swing very well. Ball 1. Adams out there in an RBI spot at second base. He reached on an error. Here it comes. Morgan just got a piece of it. Morgan's a junior. Fouled it straight back. It's 1-1. Oaf's out on deck if Morgan can extend the at-bat. Top of the second. Fisher Thompson set for Sheridan. He'll bring it home. Pitcher, that's a called strike. 1-2 now to Bryce Morgan. Mikado telling Adams 2 outs, 2 strikes. Get ready to roll. Here comes the 1-2 to Bryce Morgan. Outside. Catcher tried to frame it, but it was way outside. Hit his spot. A good pitch, a good touch, a good take. Everybody did good. 2-2. Again, Deuce is wild here in the second. Morgan fouls that one right back at us. Gosh darn it. I flinched. I did. Dadgummit. We got quality netting, and then, 15 feet of air, and then 2 feet of countertop, and I'm bailing out. Here we go again. Just missed low. Full count. Boy, luckily there's not a camera on us.
There he is.
What?
Wave.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Yeah, way out there. Yeah. Morgan lifts this one a mile high, like major league pop fly to the infield. The second baseman's drawn a bead and found it. Boy, that's a great job out there from their second baseman, Evan Ward. Hard to catch those sky-high ones. So it's a pop out to the second baseman. Bulldogs left a man on base. That's their first. There was an error. No runs and no hits. We are in the middle of the second inning. Greenwood leading 2-0 over Sheridan. First round of the 5A State Baseball Tournament up here in Jonesboro at Nettleton High School. Quick break here, Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. Just make them all 30 unless I think that or commercial may be long. Unless I say I need a minute.
I went by Play It Again and got a new catcher's mask. So if you want me to bring that to you. I've got that.
Right. We are back here at Nettleton High School. Bulldogs, Yellow Jackets, first round baseball tournament. Greenwood a 4 seed ahead of the 1 seed Sheridan. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Hunter Dorsey now. He's their left fielder to lead off the bottom of the second. Right-handed bat, and Jerica back up on the bump, ready to rock and roll for the Bulldogs. The right-hander from the windup kicks and fires. This one's first pitch swinging. Brown's on his horse. He'll back up. He will draw the bead and make out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Party time. Here's Gabe Kutencooler. Most definitely the brother of Bo Kutencooler. The odds of having that same last name and not related are 8,000 million to 1.
Maybe.
Is that a number?
Maybe cousins.
Could be cousins. I agree with that. First one to Gabe Kutencooler is over but low. Ball 1 to the third baseman. Here's Jerica's 1-0. That's upstairs, little chin music. 2-0. Kutencooler. Right-handed bat. He's their third baseman. Jerica brings it. That's in there for a called strike. 2-1. Bulldogs up 2-0 here. We're in the bottom of the second. A 2-run homer by Matt Mundy in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. That's just a mano-a-mano right there with the big hitting Kutencooler, Gabe Kutencooler and Jerica. Here comes the 2-2. And just missed on the outside black. Boy, he wanted it. Full count. And here comes the 3-2. Laced to center, but right at Brown. He was sitting there waiting on it, you betcha. Caden Brown with another out in center field. And there's 2 down for Peyton Hill. He is their shortstop. Hill's a right-handed bat. Jerica kicks and fires. Right in there for a called strike. 2 errors in the bottom of the first, and Bulldogs got around it somehow. Man on third, no outs. That one bounced in a little outside as well. 1-1. Jerica stayed calm. Got a pop out to himself, then a strikeout, then a ground out to second base. Also beamed the guy in there. Wow, what a start for these Bulldogs. That's in there for a called strike. Just a little upstairs, top of the strike zone. And 1-2 now, Jerica is dealing. Here it comes to Hill, their shortstop. Strozier sets up outside. Swing and a miss at some high heat. Oh, baby. And Jerica got him down in order. 2 innings in the books. No hits, no runs, no errors. The Bulldogs lead the 1 seed Sheridan Yellow Jackets 2-0 after 2 full innings here in the 5A state baseball tournament as the 3:32 coming in right on schedule. We'll take a break at Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. That's right. That may be all the run support he needs. I mean, it is what it is. What Ali Saki says, it is what it is. Gotcha. We're back here at Nettleton High School, Jonesboro, Arkansas. 5A state baseball. Bulldogs looking to match the Lady Dogs this morning with a nice 3-0 win over Lake Hamilton. A sketchy start, but a win's a win. You just got to survive and advance this time of the year, and they did so. Cartwright, Cutsinger, Fisher were all 2 for 3. RBI for Cutsingers. A couple scored a run. And here's Chance Oaf now. Top of the order for the Bulldogs here in the top of the third. Oaf singled to start the ball game and then came in to score on Matt Mundy's round tripper. He kind of hit one right past the third baseman and went the other way with it. Oaf will be wearing green and gold next year at Arkansas Tech. And here's a lefty-lefty matchup, and that's in there for a called strike. Good pitch. Nice ball. Came breaking all the way across the plate from Fisher Thompson for Sheridan. But Adams has a chance now as the infield will sneak in at the corner. They'll stay at double play depth in the middle and swing and a miss from Harrison. Strike one. Passed ball, and Brown will skip in from third with his speed. It's 3-0 already here, and one out, top of the third. That's upstairs. Good eye from Adams, 1-1. Everybody gets their lead. Back from the windup now is Thompson for Sheridan, and that's upstairs again, 2-1. Like to see Adams stay aggressive. Don't lose focus. Pick out your pitch here. Sure don't want to get up there and be no. We want yes until it gets there. And he offered at it, and he did. That's one of those no's. You go ahead and stroke that thing. Even a fly ball to the outfield gets you a run. 2-2 now to Harrison Adams. Thompson kicks and fires and swing and a miss. And that is a huge strikeout for the Yellow Jackets and Fisher Thompson. Well, here's Luke Brewer now, the junior. This is a guy likes to talk the talk, time to walk the walk right here. Let's see what Luke can do for us. This is my man right here, Luke Brewer. 23 on the jersey. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the third. That's down, just at the knees for a called strike. Fisher Thompson trying to get out of this bases loaded jam. 3 hits from Greenwood in the inning, 1 run across. That's a little upstairs, 1-1 now to Luke Brewer. Wouldn't mind seeing Brewer squaring one up. He hit that home run at Greenwood a few weeks back that still hadn't come down. Here's the 1-1. In there for a called strike. 1-2. Here it is. This one's fouled back out of play from Brewer. He'll stay 1-2. Got a piece of it. Maybe that's all he needed, just to feel that ball hit it. Now let's see if he can get one in play. Play him to pull just a bit in center. That's upstairs. Everybody thought it was in there except for home plate blue. They were running to the dugout. And Brewer says, well, we got 2-2. Ask for the count. Just nonchalant it. Love it.
Yeah.
Here it comes from Thompson. This ball's hit in the air. The center fielder on his horse. Is he going to get to it? No. It's down at the fence. 1 run is in. Here comes Monday in. Here comes Kennan around. It's a double and a 3 RBI. Oh, baby. Brewer came through, and you talk about a borderline pitch, a call normally getting that team that couldn't get the call, and we saw it this time go the other way. Finally, Bulldogs take advantage of the situation, and a close pitch that was called a ball, and Brewer cashes in with a 3 RBI double, and the Bulldogs have opened this thing up here in the third inning, 6-0 over the 1 seed from the south, the Sheridan Yellow Jackets, and Coach Moore's back out, and he's going to have to make a pitching change, and he's talking to Evan Ward, their second baseman, and that looks like it may be who it is. We'll see if we can decipher all the moves here during a quick break. Greenwood leading 6-0 here in the top of the third with 2 outs in the first round of the 5A State Baseball Tournament. Greenwood Sports Center online and the Sports Hog 103.5. I'm going to need a minute for sure. Let's see. There goes the pitcher. He's going to go to first base. The first baseman is going to probably go to second, and the second baseman's going to pitch. They just pulled a little triangle there.
All right, show me how you do that. You just erase?
Well, I'll sometimes just kind of do this, scratch it out, and then slash it.
Yeah.
And then go to 3.
I got you.
3, I bet you, is going to go to 4 the way he's standing there behind the deal. So we'll just slash that and say he's at second base now. And then
I thought you would use the next line.
Well, no, that's only if somebody comes in and his spot in the batting order.
Okay,
yes.
I got you.
And then Ward goes from 4 I don't know how it's supposed to be officially, but that's how unofficially I do it.
Well, makes sense.
I like to keep the first number, and that way I know where he came from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we are back here in Jonesboro, and who'd have thunk it? The Bulldogs have put a 6 spot on the board, 4 runs across here in the 3rd inning, and they are putting it on the number 1 seed from the South, the Sheridan Yellow Jackets, here in the top of the 3rd. This is the first round of the state tournament. I'm going to see if I can get you some numbers. That's Evan Ward for Sheridan into pitch. 2 2/3 for Thompson. We can't close the book because Brewer's his out at second base. Here is Dylan Strozier, the catcher for Greenwood, and he struck out his first time up. The first one's a ball to Strozier. Evan Ward up on top, a right-hander this time. Swing and a miss from Strozier, 1-1. Greenwood is 18-10 on the season. They were 10-4 in conference. Here is the 1-1 to Strozier. Outside, got away. Brewer will take third base. They're going to throw down. Brewer's in there, no problem. Was hoping to see I'm try to get you the Yellow Jackets numbers. And this was ripped right to shortstop, though. He'll glove across the diamond. Made him stretch a bit, but good job over there. The out is taken care of. That's the 3rd out. We left a man on base, and that was Brewer over there, but not before Brewer with a 3 RBI base clearing double. Got 4 runs across. The Bulldogs had 4 hits in the inning. 6 runs on 6 hits so far here in this first round ball game of the state tournament. Sheridan will come to bat in the bottom of the 3rd. I'm going to stay right here, Jessica. We'll just run right through it as I try to hunt down Sheridan's record on the season. And it is 23-7. They were 12-2 in conference play.
Respectable.
Absolutely. And sometimes things get lost in records. We see it a lot in football when you see teams that are 11-1 or, heck, even 12-0 and come over to Greenwood and we just paste them because you don't know the competition that they're playing. Now, I can tell you that this baseball program, as I've told you at the top of the broadcast with Coach Mike Moore at the helm, Sheridan has been fantastic for many years. They put out a ton of quality college talent, numerous state titles down there. And so now maybe they've played some weak guys, I don't know, but I can tell you that just on pure pedigree, the 23-7's quality record. And Evan Ward, who is now pitching, will lead off the bottom of the 3rd. He's in the 9 hole for the Yellow Jackets. And they are in a huge hole here in the first round. Greenwood leading 6-0.
Number 18, Evan Ward.
And it will be Evan Ward. Jerica back up on top for the Bulldogs. And the first one is a ball to Evan Ward. Jerica kicks and fires. That one plunked him. So there's a base runner. Not what you want to do with a 9 hole.
No.
Top of the order now coming up. Trace Watkins. He reached on an error. Courtesy runner coming in for the new pitcher.
And you don't want to plunk the pitcher.
No, he'll plunk you back.
Courtesy runner number 14, Caleb Patrick.
Trace Watkins will dig in for Sheridan at the dish. It's outside to him, ball one. Caleb Patrick is the courtesy runner for Sheridan. Eureka brings the 1-0 home. It's upstairs 2-0. Ben Miller, I believe, in the first base box for Sheridan today. Sun-drenched field. It's gorgeous out there.
It's a beautiful day.
Yep. Bulldogs up 6-0. Scoreboard looks even better. Timeout was asked for and granted by home plate blue. And that's in there for a called strike. I've got that as unofficially the 31st pitch for Eureka. I'm not sure. I think they got a pitch count off to my left. I'll see if I can get you an official one here in the bottom of the third. That ball's up and out of play, foul backwards. Strike two to Trace Watkins, their center fielder.
And the green Jeep is not parked back there.
Right. We're in the Passion Wagon, the Sports Center van. Fantastic purchase. 2-2 now to Watkins. Man on first is Ward. They're now their second pitcher. He's hit by a pitch. This ball's laced out to Brewer in left. He'll glove and get it back into his cutoff Morgan. And there's the first hit of the ball game for Sheridan. I wasn't going to mention that. With the no-hitters gone the way of the dodo.
Number 4, Bo Cooler.
Their runners reached on error, hit by pitch until then. There's a single. And here's Bo Cooler. He's now at second base. Popped out to the pitcher. His first time up, he's 0 for 1. Eureka with a man at second. He'll peer back at him and come home with it. And the squaring to bunt, and it was tip fouled straight back. Strike one is Cooler. Monday was charging at first. Home plate blue will get it. He's asking the guy on deck, hey, baby, help me out here. For Sheridan. That's Branson. He's their catcher, too. Eureka, he's set, checks the runner, now comes home. Squaring the bunt, can't get the bunt down. It's tip foul back here again, 0-2. That'll drive a coach crazy. Coach Moore, what little hair he's got left's already gray down there. Don't hurt, killing the guy. 0-2 now to Bo Cooler. They hosted the state tournament in 2016 down there and spent a little bit of time with Coach getting set up for radio that season. It was fun. Squaring the bunt again, he fouled it off and a strikeout. Boy, you don't see it very, very often. Trying to bunt with 2 strikes, but he sure did. And even worse, it was foul, so I still don't think the runner could advance on that. But it's an out. And here's Ashton Branson, their catcher. Tough. Gutsy to leave the bunt on, unless he missed a sign. 6-0. Bulldogs lead here, bottom of the third. Ashton Branson, their catcher, he was hit by a pitch. His first time up, stranded at first. Outside this time from Eureka, ball one. One out here in the third.
I get worried when I get that hot mic.
Mic, yeah. This one's in the air to center. Brown's drawing the beat as he meanders back, drifts a little bit to his left, and they weren't going to test his arm. He hit the cutoff well. There's 2 down. They deked like they were going to give it a ride, but to no avail. And the catcher, Ashton, is out. Here's their DH, Arledge, who struck out his first time up, and it was a humongous strikeout as they meet at the mound now due to the Greenwood infielders. There's 2 down. Runners at first and second. 6-0 Bulldogs. Arledge, their DH, struck out swinging with runners at the corners and one out. It was a huge strikeout for Jerica. Deep breath for Landry. He'll work from the stretch here with runners on at first and second. Hit by a pitch and a single. It's the only hit of the game for Sheridan. And this one's in the air. Can Greenwood find it? Harrison Adams has drawn a bead. Now Morgan takes over. Oh, beautiful. The wind pushed it right back and have a 6-0 lead after 3 innings against the Sheridan Yellow Jackets. We'll take a timeout. Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. Yeah, baby. Sir? No, neither. I just do it, yeah.
YouTube keeps kicking me off.
Sir? Yes. Football, baseball, basketball. I did softball some. Did this morning's game up in Mountain Home. Yes. We're back here in Jonesboro, Nettleton High School. Greenwood and Sheridan, first round action. The 4 seed upsetting the 1 seed right now, 6-0. The Bulldogs looking very sharp here early on after they got around a couple of errors defensively in the bottom of the first. Jerica's settled in, and Greenwood's been rattling the bats. 6 hits already churned out here through 3 innings. The 9 hole will start out. That's Bryce Morgan. It'll be Morgan, Oaf, and then Carroll. Lady Bulldogs victorious this morning over Lake Hamilton. They'll play at 3 o'clock tomorrow against Marion. Marion beat Sylvan Hills 10-0, I believe. So the Lady Bulldogs will have their second round date ready to go at 3 o'clock tomorrow. We'll have live stream for that game. If the Bulldogs hold on here, I will stay here in Jonesboro, Sean and I, and stick around with the baseball team. Well, Bryce Morgan sees the first one from Ward, their second pitcher, and it's a ball in the dirt. Here's the 1-0. Morgan lifts this one up and out of play over the top. 1-1. Evan Ward is a right-handed hurler. He started out at second base. 1-1 to Morgan, Greenwood shortstop. Right-handed batter. Curveball's outside. Good pitch, just missed. 2-1. Home plate blue's been decent. I'd give him, he's at about a 90% clip now. He's missed a couple. Both ways. Morgan laces this one. That's going to be down in the gap in left field, and it's a single, a long single. Well struck ball. He squared it up, and the Bulldogs have a leadoff man on here in the 4th. They've had the leadoff man on every inning, and that leads to good things when you can do that. And a couple of times it was this cat right here, Chance Oaf, who's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles, scored twice. From the stretch now is Evan Ward, and he'll bring it home. Oaf squared the bunt, and the ball squirted away. He pulls back, and it's ball 1. Morgan over at first. Bryce isn't just a speedster, but he's got good enough speed. Ward from the stretch. Oaf, a left-handed bat. And they'll bring it home. And that one's just upstairs. 2-0 now to Chance Oaf. 6-0 Greenwood leads, 7 hits. Here's Evan Ward. He's ready to go up top. And that's inside. 3-0 now to the Greenwood right fielder, Chance Oaf. Got to come with a striker. There'll be 2 on and no outs for these Bulldogs here in the top of the 4th. Here's Ward. That's outside. He walked him on 4 pitches. And Greenwood's got a little something brewing here in the top of the 4th now. 2 on for Reed Carroll. And he's due. He's 0 for 2 today. Reed's our second baseman. He's a senior. If Greenwood can hang on, Reed will get the baseball tomorrow. I have no doubt if we can get to the second round and he throws some pretty good gas. I believe we'll be matched up with Batesville. That's the kid that threw the no-hitter today, beat Benton. They no-hit the Benton Panthers this morning. 3-0. He's also going to K-State. Nice. So that would be the date tomorrow. The winner of this game is going to get Batesville, the Pioneers. That's in there for a called strike to Carroll. Carroll will dig in from the right side. From the stretch still is Evan Ward with runners at first and second for Greenwood. The Yellow Jacket comes set up top. And he'll come home with the 0-1. And that's outside. 1-1. Kind of keeping an eye on Benton, as we came into the tournament. And they got a no-hit shutout. It was a base on balls away from a perfect game. As a matter of fact, 16 Ks as that curveball's in there for a called strike, and Carroll's in a hole 1 and 2. Yeah, the kid from Batesville, a 16K no-hit, 1 walk. Carroll's in a hole 1 and 2 now. Let's see if Reed can get one. And he taps it just foul over towards the third base dugout. There's some action in the Sheridan bullpen as Brandon Arledge, who was their DH, is getting loose, a lefty. Six to nothing, Greenwood leads. There's nobody out here in the fourth, and we've got first and second occupied. A walk and a single. Morgan singled out at second now, and a walk from Oath. Here's Carroll on a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. And Carroll's 0 for 3. Well, Caden Brown's turn. Brown flied out to left, and an RBI single in the third. Came around to score on Brewers, bases clearing double. Caden Brown, a right-handed bat, the center fielder. One down here in the top of the fourth. Ward brings it home. Brown chops it foul, third base side. Steve Reich 1. Brown waits on it. Here it comes from Ward. This one's in the gap between the second baseman and first baseman. And Morgan's going to get held up, and the bases will be loaded. It's a single for Caden Brown. He's 2 for 3 now. Oaf's out at second. Morgan's at third. Coach Myers, a little bit conservative over there, says let's not get that out at home. Let's live to fight another battle here. Just one down. Monday, obviously, a 2-run home run in the first inning, and then a single in the third inning. He's hot. Anything in the air out there scores at least one. If he can just get something in the air to the outfield. Here it comes to Monday. And it's a called strike. Delayed call. Thought it was in there. Monday's going to wait for some heat. The wind freshens a bit out of left field, just helping those locks ever so gently. This ball's hit a ton out towards the Nettleton Raider football field. Actually came back into play, and the left fielder actually could have caught that, but I think he thought it was so far out he gave up on it. And it lands harmlessly in foul territory. 0-2 to Monday. The tomahawk chop on that thing, but to no avail. Now he's got to be careful here with 2 strikes. Bases loaded for Monday. Ward kicks and fires. Upstairs. That's a good pitch. See if you can get him to chase one. Monday's eyes are big right now. He's seeing that ball fat. 2 for 2 today. That dinger to center field was a monster in the first inning. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Well, they finally got him out, and he's 2 for 3 now. And Aiden Kennan will give it a shot. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Came around to score a run on Brewers' bases clearing double. Struck out in the first inning to end the inning. Here's Kennan again with 2 outs and the bases juiced. And that's just outside. Good pitch and a good take. This has been the Bulldogs' Achilles heel all year. Men left on base. Just have not gotten the timely hit. Today it's been pretty decent. That's upstairs. 2-0. They've out-hit them 8-1. Outscored them 6-0. Kennan's a right-handed bat, the DH. Let's see if he can get something from Ward here. He did, and he looked at it, go right past him. 2-1. I'm not a coach, but if I had a 2-0 count, I'm telling my kids swing away. I don't like to take them to a strike. Here's a 2-1. That's upstairs. Kennan tried to wear it, sticking the elbow out again to no avail. 3-1. No place to put him. Here it comes. And it's outside, and it's a walk, and it's going to score a run. It got past the catcher, and he needs to scurry to get it flagged down before another run comes across. It's an RBI walk for Kennan.
Harrison Adams.
And Oath over to third. Brown's out at second. Kennan out first, an RBI walk. And it is 7-0. The Bulldogs up a touchdown now on Sheridan. That's not the first time I've said that. Here's Harrison Adams, and Coach Moore is going to make the trip out to the mound again. And let's see if that's all for Evan Ward, as he had his DH, Brandon Arledge, getting loose, the lefty. We'll see if he calls on him. Pitching change. We'll take a break and see if we can decipher all the changes defensively for Sheridan. Greenwood leading 7-0 here, top of the fourth, 2 outs. Greenwood Sports Center online and the Sports Hog 103.5. Thank you. And it is Brandon Arledge, the lefty.
Lefty.
Give me a minute here, Jessica, please. I don't know if I said that or not.
Pitching for Sheridan, number 8, Brandon Arledge.
3. Hey, can you give me another 30? Can you? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 2 outs in the third. Now we got 2 outs in the fourth. So he went an inning. Ward pitched 1 inning. He came in 2 outs in the third. Okay, thank you. And now there's 2 outs. Yeah. We are back here in Jonesboro, Nettleton High School. The lefty is Brandon Arledge. Started out as their DH. He's now pitching. Let's see here. Evan Ward started at second. He went to pitcher. Maybe going to shortstop now. We'll see as they break huddle. Another lefty. That lefty started out today, and Thompson. Greenwood got to him, chased him in 2 2/3. Looks like that Evan Ward's going to go back to second. 17 is Hill. He'll stay at short. Probably sent Fisher Thompson to right for Thornbrew. So he went from pitcher to first, now to right field. Ward is back to second base. I think we got it all situated out. And here is Harrison Adams. Bases juiced for Greenwood, 2 outs. Leading 7-0. And Branson's going to go out and talk to Arledge. Make sure we got all of our signals right. Guy out at second, maybe trying to steal some signs. That's Caden Brown. Let's see what Harrison Adams can do. Reached on an error, struck out. From the stretch now, the lefty Arledge is ready up on top, and he'll come home with it. Fastball's in there for a called strike. And this guy's bringing some velocity that we obviously haven't seen yet. Working quick up on top. He'll come set and bring the 0-1 home to Adams. And that's in there for a called strike. Just gas, outer half. Makes you wonder if this guy wasn't their ace, and if Coach Moore is thinking maybe we should have came with him to start this thing. See if they can claw out of this 7-0 hole, but Jerica's pitching dandy. That one went to the backstop on his horse, his Ove. He'll score easily. When you live and die with the gas, and he went nuclear loose that time to the backstop. And it's 8-0 now. Runners move up. Brown's at third now. Kennon's at second. 1-2 now to Adams. Brewer's out on deck. Still from the stretch now is Arledge. Here it comes. And that's off speed just a bit upstairs, 2-2. A left-handed bat, or left-handed pitcher. He's ready up on top. And here comes the 2-2. Got him looking. That froze Adams up that time. Out number 3. There were 2 runs across on 2 hits for expect early in the season over at third with the glove. But the senior's got to bear down now and be a wall over there if anything comes his way. Here's Fisher Thompson, who's now their right fielder. Thompson grounded out his first time up. Jerica's ready to come to him. This one's laced to center. Caden Brown's on his horse, and he will not get to it. Playing shallow. Fisher took a big turn. Didn't think that Brown would get there that quick, but he did. It's a leadoff single. That's how you do it. Here's Hunter Dorsey now, flied out to center. His first time up, leading off the second inning. He's 0 for 1. You don't see Brown not get to many of them. Just a little bit too shallow that time, and that ball was squared up by Fisher Thompson. And Jerica wants a new ball.
I don't like that one either.
Yeah, I didn't like it. He's got a hit on it. It's only the second hit of the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. Jerica with 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. That's well below his normal, but I don't think he'll mind. Here it comes. That was laced right back up the box. Dive from Carroll. He got a glove on it, but couldn't cleanly field it. And it's back-to-back singles. Right through the wickets of Jerica. He swatted at it, couldn't do it. Pretty good job of Carroll to knock that one down and keep the runner at second. He may have turned had it got through and made it to third. So the force is still in order. Here's Gabe Cootencooler. He's their third baseman. Jerica, a little deep breath. He'll check the runner at second and come home. Oh, that breaking ball's in there. Just nasty stuff from that slider. That's what the Wildcats are recruiting for. A 1-strike count. First and second, not holding the runners on. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Strozier will come out and talk to Landry. What are we eating tonight? Chili's?
I don't know. Hey, I'm getting hungry.
I think, is that what they're talking about?
Oh, I don't know.
No. I think so. If we win this game, we get to stay one more night.
That's right.
We'll go get in the pool tonight, even though it's not open. We'll break through. Got to have some shenanigans on a road trip. Dr. Chapman's over here with the club. Greenwood principal. Here's the 0-2 now to Gabe Kutenkooler. Runners at first and second. Couple of singles to get going here in the bottom of the fourth. 8-0 Bulldogs lead. First round, 5A State. Jerica brings it home. Got him. Just a nasty one. Just gassed right down the pipe. Kutenkooler just sitting there looking. One down. Boy, Jerica's been huge. When he needed a big strikeout, he's come up with it. And Coach Moore's going to come in. We got a pinch hitter. He is going to bring in a pinch hitter for Peyton Hill. Fletcher Williams will pinch hit.
Hitting. Number 11, Fletcher Williams.
Here in the bottom of the fourth. Williams, a right-handed bat. Peyton Hill was their shortstop and struck out his first time up. Was only at appearance in the second to end the second inning. Let's see what this guy's got. Monday's up on the grass at first. Jerica comes home with it, and that ball's fouled back out of play. One strike. Landry getting ahead of the batters. Austin Mitchell freshens a bit in the Greenwood bullpen. He's a freshman. Man, has he been pretty good this year, too, for Greenwood. Diamond in the rough, played some left field at times. 0-1 count to Fletcher Williams. Jerica taking forever up there. Now he's ready. And he'll come home with it. Was a called strike on the last batter. I was wondering. Yeah, now I was waiting for the Sheridan dad that didn't like the strike call to wonder why that one wasn't. That's a great question. Here's the 1-1. The other one was a straight gas that stayed out there. That one kind of broke to that spot. May have been the difference. That one's lifted up and foul out of play over to the right side. That will get them running for cover over there in the cheap seats. And it's a 1-2 count now for Fletcher Williams. Pinch hitting here for Sheridan. Jerica on cruise control here. Just got to stay sharp. We've got an 8-0 lead. You don't want to get careless and let these guys back into it because I'm sure they can come back for sure. They won the South for a reason. That's outside. Good job of Strozier knocking it down. And the count's 2-2. They've got first and second, one out. A couple of singles to get going here in the bottom of the fourth. Two of their three hits. And that is over but low. And the count is full. Williams done a good job up at the plate for Sheridan. Let's see if Jerica can find a strike. Just give him something to hit. He comes set up top. He deep breath and come home with it. There it is, swing and a miss. He did. He came right at him. And Williams just couldn't find it. And there's two down now. Jerica dialed in. Here's Evan Ward now, who's back at second base. He started there, pitched for an inning, and now back to second base. He was hit by a pitch in the third, was stranded out at second base. Jerica now, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. In there for a called strike. That's just a fastball right down Broadway. 0-1, the count. Ward's batting in the 9 hole for the Yellow Jackets here in the bottom of the fourth. Jerica, deep breath, hums home, swing and a miss. 0-2. You know, we talked about him plunking the 9 hole earlier, how bad that is. This is what you need to be doing. You like to think to a 9 hole in the lineup.
Well, and that was a half-hearted swing to
begin
with.
You're exactly right. Probably looking for something out in the dirt, and he came in with a fastball in the middle and just kind of swung for the heck of it. They got him. 3 pitches, swing and a miss, and striking out the side that time did Landry Jerica. There was 2 hits. They left 2 on base. They've left 6 today. 4 innings in the book here in the first round of the 5A state baseball tournament. And Greenwood leads Sheridan 8-0 for the Bulldogs. Coach Mikado coming to check on a pitch count, and Jerica's at 59. Well, we'll take a break here as we head to the 5th on Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. Yeah, a 30s here is good. We are back. Yeah, 59 pitches for Jerica. Don't know what that means. He may just be going to get him out. If you stay, I think it's under 65, you could possibly bring him back on the 2 days rest. So he's probably looking ahead to Saturday.
Yeah.
With an 8-0 lead, you're going to bring Mitchell in probably and see if he can keep things at bay. You hope your offense can keep on trucking. But if you can keep him under that certain pitch count, you can bring him back in on Saturday possibly. So we go Brewer, Strozier, Morgan here in the top of the 5th inning. Greenwood leading 8-0. Another goose egg on the board for the Yellow Jackets. I get deemed pretty much an upset here. We weren't so far. The Bulldogs on a 1 seed. And the first one bounces in. That thing actually hit the grass. So 60 minus 5, that's about a 55-footer.
Didn't quite make it past the ladies' tees.
I think maybe Brewer could have hit that on the bounce. Is that legal? 1 ball count to Luke Brewer. And that one's chopped foul back towards the Greenwood batter's box. Arledge, the lefty, still in there for Sheridan. The old hat about flew off that time, kind of the Chance Oath style. Here's a 1-1 to Brewer. That's upstairs. That time the hat did come off. Yeah, good golf. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
That's usually your wheelhouse.
Right, I agree. Here's the 2-1. That's inside. Now, when Monday hit the home run, I did say he got all of that one. That's a Caddyshack quote. So maybe that will be the early golf reference. 3-1 to Brewer. It's upstairs, and he walked him. And Strozier now will come up in a leadoff walk. Again, Greenwood gets the leadoff man on base. That's 5 innings in all 5 innings today.
Catcher, number 2, Dylan Strozier.
0 for the couple of singles. We had a reach on an error once, and you had Morgan singled to start the 4th. And now Strozier, who's 0 for 2 today. I can see Dylan get the bat going. Been super streaky this year. Brewer comes back to the plate. Mikado wants time. He's asking for time. Let's see what the issue is. He said something to the field ump. Surely we had time. Okay, I think that Mikado might have thought there was a balk or something going on. We've got time. It was called. We're back and ready now. Strozier will dig in from the right side. The lefty, Arledge, up on top. He'll peek over to Brewer. And here it comes home. And now that was a ball that was a called strike earlier. Let's see if Dad agrees with it down below. That pitch is dead 50-50 right now, ball and strike. Here's the 0-1. Way high to the backstop. Brewer will trot on down to second. It's all or nothing with this Arledge kid. He's either throwing gas down the pipe or he's hitting the mascot back here like Nuke LaLoosh from Bull Durham.
Twice.
Right.
Which is also a new club record.
Yes. But here's the deal. I'd be getting out of the box. He's throwing gas.
Right.
I'll be afraid of it beating me. And just like that, wow. And Strozier stayed in there. He's a catcher, so they're a different breed. He's going to stand in there and wear it. And Mikado's a former catcher.
That's right.
He played some minor league ball, so that's his deal. You wear that thing. He loves getting hit by a pitch. Here's the 2-1 to Strozier. And it's upstairs, 3-1. 8-0. Greenwood leading here in the top of the 5th. Do not adjust your dial. That is not a typo. Bulldogs up 8-0. They are playing like there's no tomorrow, which, in fact, there is not here in the postseason. 3-1, and that was fouled right back at us, and I flinched again. There's a tear right there in that net. It could have came through that, bounced off the pole, and killed me.
Well,
see that?
I'm going to send you to Mercado's school of getting hit by balls.
There's no chance I would stay in that batter's box. Here it is, the 3-2, swing and a miss. Strozier goes down. The ball was dropped. They'll throw down and complete the strikeout. So K2-3 if you're scoring at home. And now Bryce Morgan, the Bulldogs shortstop. He's in the 9 hole. He's 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored a run in the 4th. You see that little rip right there? The ball could
I see it. I also see that where I'm sitting, that 50-50
Yeah.
on the line
Yes.
of the left-handed batter's
Certainly.
box.
Both times. Once the ball, once a strike.
Yeah.
Or actually 2 balls, 2 strikes in that spot.
Right.
It is what it is. Here's Bryce Morgan. Let's see if he can find some green grass out there. Arledge up on top. He'll kick and fire. And that's in there for a ball. In there for a called ball.
Wow.
Big high leg kick for Arledge, but the motion's very quick. Brewer at second. Morgan hits this one a mile high. Right fielder drifts over. He'll get to it. Brewer with a clean tag. Let's see, we got action at third. No problem. He's in there safely. Morgan's out F9. That's 2 down, and Brewer now a pass ball away from adding another run for Greenwood. Oaf has other thoughts. He's 3 for 3. No, he's 2 for 2 today with a walk. Oaf has scored all 3 times he's been on the base paths, which is every time he's been up. Great weapon at the top of this order.
See if I can get a picture of that rip in the net you're talking about.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, there it
see
is.
it. Look at that big old
man,
rip.
My goodness.
It's amazing. You could get a ping pong ball through that.
At blazing speed.
I can also tell you this net was made by the lowest bidder, too, in some factory in Taiwan. Here it comes. That ball's fouled out of play up over the top. Strike 1. For those guys here in the press box and gals, I'm synonymous with flinching at balls coming back for no reason. I'm chicken. I've never been hit by one, but I'm just chicken. That's it. I'm a chicken. Here's the 0-1. I admit it. Here it comes. Way upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Chance Oaf.
Maybe that's the problem. Let's hit you with a couple of baseballs.
You know, I'm thinking like the Dark Knight. Remember how Batman went there and had the bat just eat him alive? He had to face your fears? Or maybe the Cougar on Ricky Bobby?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe do that. Maybe just sit up and get plunked a few times. Called strike on the outer half. That's a borderline call, but we'll certainly take it. We've gotten a few of our own. Here's the 1-2 now to Oaf. There's 2 outs, top of the 5th. 8-0. Bulldogs lead Sheridan here. The 4 seed up on top of the 1. And Oaf waits, and that's upstairs. 2-2. And a delayed steal, and Brewer's in there. A slow throw back to the pitcher. Brewer comes in with a delayed steal, and he makes it. Oh, baby! They rolled the dice over there at third base and caught him napping. Arledge tried to throw it back in, but he threw it to the umpire. And the 9th run is across for Greenwood here. And Oaf now, with a 2-2 count, has plenty of room to run. Base is empty. Gutsy play from Coach Mikado and Coach Myers over at third. I have to think Mikado gave that green light. If Myers did that and he got called out, it'd be a long walk back to Greenwood. Deuce is wild for Oaf. It's 2-2, 2 outs. Top of the 5th, 9-0 Bulldogs lead. Now from the stretch, Arledge will work. And Oaf swinging a miss. But it was 1 pitch too late as Brewer came in and steals home plate. And that leadoff walk pays dividends. 1 run, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Woo! 4.5 innings in the books. Greenwood 9, Sheridan 0. It's the 5A State Baseball Tournament live in Jonesboro at Nettleton High School. Greenwood Sports Center online and the Sports Hog 1580 and 103.5. "30 seconds. Austin Mitchell pitching. Number 30.
All right. Who else moved? Anybody?
Just Weaver's still at third. That's the
Weaver's
only
at
other.
Third.
That's the only other one. All right. Yes, sir. We're back here in Jonesboro, Nettleton High School. New hurler for Greenwood, the right-handed freshman, Austin Mitchell. So 9 runs of support, and coach says, Jerika, you've done well, my son. 4 innings for him, a 59-pitch count. So a chance maybe for Jerika to reappear if they can make it to Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. For Sheridan, Ward was the last out. This should be the top of the order. Mitchell brings a fastball. There's that 50-50 spot. It's staying true out there. Strike on the outside black to Trace Watkins. He's their center fielder. And that one plunked him. Again, not what you'd like to do. Plunk, but the leadoff's probably a little better than the 9-hole.
First baseman, number 4, Bo Cootencooler.
So here's Cootencooler now, Bo Cootencooler. He's at first base. Or maybe over at second base now, actually. I think he started at first. He's had some guys move. Yeah, he's at first base again. That's right. Ward's back at second. Mitchell throws it in there for a called strike. Runner at first, hit by a pitch. Mitchell throws over. Mundy applies the tag, but too late as Watkins slides back in head first. Mitchell set up top. Now he'll step off. Actually, time was called. Mitchell working really fast. They all learned these tricks from Connor Nolan back in the day. And that's inside. 1-1 now to Cootencooler, Bo Cootencooler. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Bulldogs up 9-0. Mitchell in relief. They're going to snap throw down and just couldn't get him. And had him leaning a bit. Strozer's throw a little off the mark. Mundy snagged it. A great job for Mundy to make sure you catch it first, regardless of where it's at, and then try to get the tag to him. That one bounced in, and it's 3-1. Mitchell trying to find the strike zone. Here Mikado say, okay, let's quit worrying about the runner. Let's throw strikes. Nobody out here bottom of the 5th. Mitchell up on top. Colton Payton doing a little bit of stretching over in the dugout. No one to the bullpen. But he's getting loose with these rubber band thingy-majiggers. Is that what they're called?
Rubber band man.
Mitchell said, watch this. I can throw a strike. I'm only like 14, but I can do it. Fastball down the pipe. Do it again right here. Give him something to hit. The freshman up on top. And he'll bring it home. He did. And it's fouled right at the plate by Cootencooler. We'll do it again. Watkins back to first base. Mitchell from the stretch up on top. He's set. Deep breath. Here it comes. Right down the middle. A backwards K. That's nasty. Just threw some gas right past him. And Ashton Branson now, who's their catcher. He was hit by a pitch, flying out to center. 1 down. 9-0 Bulldogs lead. And he plunked another batter. And turned around in disgust. It's going to send Watkins to second, Branson to first. Looks like the Van Buren Pointers have made their way into the ballpark. They'll play later on, the 1 seed from the West, conference champs. So now their pitcher will come in. Arledge, who started out as a DH. McElroy will come in and run again for the catcher, Branson. So McElroy. 8-0 Greenwood. You know the Van Buren boys are saying, if I'm their coach, I'm saying, hey, y'all see what they're doing to a 1 seed? We're the 1 seed from the West. Bring your A game. That's in there for a called strike to Brandon Arledge, their pitcher now. Left-handed bat. Mitchell up on top. That one stayed up top. 1-1. Both runners were plunked. There's 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. 7-inning ball game. Austin Mitchell in relief of Jerica. That ball's chopped foul towards the Greenwood dugout. Poppy Marcato about made a play on it over there. Leaning on the fence. Little buddy. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Arledge. Currently the Yellow Jackets pitcher. Way outside. 2-2. Strozier was magnificent in Mitchell's appearance against the Pointers in the game. Greenwood beat Van Buren, the conference champions, in that second game of the doubleheader earlier. And there's a curveball that gets in there, but Morgan can't get to it. It's up over the top. That's going to score 1 run. The throw is cut, and they'll stay there. And those hit by pitches come back to haunt you now as one scores an RBI single for Arledge. But the crowd was raucous at Mitchell, a freshman, first conference appearance, and Strozier was very good, just like you're seeing now, going out and keeping the freshman at bay.
Yeah, Strozier just does those catcher things that just make him a good catcher.
Patrick, Caleb Patrick will come in now and courtesy run for the pitcher. He's over at first base, so we've got both courtesy runners on now. The base paths. 9-1. Sheridan, and I knew they would. It wouldn't take them long. I guess it took them 4 innings and 4 1/3, but I knew they'd get a run across. You just got to hold them at bay here. It's a big spot for Mitchell. I don't know how big the hook is for him or how big his rope is, but swing and a miss, or a foul ball, rather, from Fisher Thompson. This kid actually started the game pitching for Sheridan. They got a run across on 1 hit. They left 2 men on base. And the Bulldogs still up by 8 runs through 5 innings. What a play from Reed Carroll over at second base. Greenwood 9, Sheridan 1 through 5 innings here in the first round of the 5A State Baseball Tournament. Greenwood Sports Center online and the Sports Hog 103.5.
I'm not sure what's going on over here, but Facebook and YouTube keep taking turns of kicking me off. But I've been live the whole time, just not in the same spot.
Right.
So, welcome back to all of the YouTubers.
We're back here in northeast Arkansas.
Craighead County.
Yeah, baby. Sheridan was down 3-0 in softball in the bottom of the 4th. I guess Mountain Home and Sheridan are hooked up. That's a whole lot of gold and blue. Got an update from the good doctor. Mountain Home hosting the softball tournament. Really appreciate whichever school it was that didn't bid on the tournament so they could be at separate places. That's a lot of fun. Golly. We had it that way, I think in 2014 or 13, the softball was over here at like Marion and the baseball was at Texarkana. It was just ridiculous. Who we got? Mr. Carroll himself, OE of Diamond Gym to end the 5th, looks at ball 1. Right-handed bat, Carroll's due. He's 0 for 3. That one's inside 0-2, or 2-0 rather. We are in the 6th inning. Greenwood has been in command since Matt Monday hit a 2-run bomb to dead center field in the top of the 1st. And this one's a mile high. Wow, who's going to come get this thing? Center fielder got a B. Is it going to land? Nope, the right fielder dropped it. The right fielder came in, and that is number 11, Fletcher Williams, who pinch hit in the 4th inning. He's out in right field. And Carroll, who stayed on his horse, goes to second base. And what turns into a 2-base error, huh? The ball hit his glove. So it's Caden Brown's turn. He's got a man in scoring position. That's just something you cannot do, certainly down 9-1. And so E9. And looks like that Fisher Thompson's back at first base. They've made a lot of more adjustments defensively. Brown's bunt is down, but it's fouled just off the plate and came right back behind it. Strike one. Looks like Evan Ward is over at shortstop now. I mean, my scorebook looks like Chinese math right now. I mean, it's
right.
all over the place. 9-1's the score. I know that's right out there. The bulbs are in full effect out there on the scoreboard. I love it. Brown lets a bunt down again, right back to the pitcher. He'll go to first, and the sacrifice, if you will, is good. Runner over to third. One down. You know, we can argue all day about it. Brown's had back-to-back singles. He already got the guy in scoring position. I hate to give up that out, but
right.
Getting the ninth run, getting the run back in and getting the lead back to 9, I guess, is more important. A little insurance run. Here's Monday now, and that's a called strike. Monday hit a 2-run shot in the first, had a single in the third, struck out in the fourth. One down here in the sixth. They charge, the infield comes flying in, and the ball's outside. They're going to try to cut this run down at home.
Well, the catcher gave a little look behind him like he had let the ball get past him and spun his head around to see if Reed was making his way.
1-1 to Monday, and that's upstairs. 2-1. Aiden Kennan out on deck. Here is the 2-1. It's upstairs. That is not Aiden Kennan out on deck.
18.
Monday, 3-1 count. Here it comes. Fouled straight back. I didn't flinch.
Hey, good job.
Thank you. That is Drew Elliott on deck. Coach Stephen Fine got us tuned in over in Ashdown. Yeah, baby. Appreciate it, Coach. Good to hear from you. Full count to Monday. And Arledge brings it home. Monday's little flare bounces in front of the second baseman, and that was probably the worst thing that could have happened. The runner could not advance. Monday out 4-3, and there's 2 down now. And this is Drew Elliott, the pinch hit in Kennan's spot.
Pinch hitting. Number 18, Drew Elliott.
He's a right-handed bat. Played some first base while Monday was gone. Did a pretty good job over there during his absence. There's 2 down now here at the top of the 6th. Home plate blue will write down the change. Kennan was 0 for 2, hit by a pitch, struck out. He had an RBI walk his last time up. The lefty brings it into Elliott, and it's a ball. Reed Carroll at third. Reached on an error. A high fly ball to right that was dropped. He made it to second, moved up on a pass ball. No, actually a sacrifice grounder, if you will. Sack bunt from Brown moved him up. That's a ball, 2-0. Weaver's out on deck if he gets a chance here in the 6th. That's on the outside black. We're back to 50-50, 4-4. 2-1 the count to Drew Elliott. Carroll gets a lead at third. Here comes the 2-1 from Arledge. Way outside. 3-1. Arledge from the stretch. He'll come set and bring it home to Drew Elliott. Walked him. Sure was close, but to no avail. And here's Hayden Weaver, who's at third base now. He will bat here in the 6th with 2 outs. A right-handed bat, a senior.
Third baseman, number 10, Hayden Weaver.
Runners at the corners for the Bulldogs, leading 9-1 here, top of the 6th. I certainly didn't see it coming. Was sure hoping for it. Colton Payton getting loose in the bullpen for Greenwood, and Weaver took a hack at a fastball and missed it. Good pitch from Arledge. Strike 1. We'll see if he brings the senior right-hander, kind of a submariner in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Weaver's gotten 2 good pitches, just can't get the bat on the ball. Couple of nice hacks for the senior. From the stretch, Arledge works the lefty, checks the runners, comes set up top, and now comes home with the 0-2. It's upstairs. There goes Elliott, and he'll have second on what they like to call catcher's indifference, no throw. 1-2. Couple of RBI chances now if Weaver can find some green grass. Here it comes to him. Nope, they'll step off. Arledge is going to reset. Normal baseball adjustments, and then get ready from the stretch. 1-2 to Weaver. 2 outs. Here it comes. And it's kind of a defensive swing and some chin music, and it's fouled into the netting. We'll do it again. Top of the 6th, Greenwood leading 9-1. They've scored every inning but the second so far. Here's Arledge bringing it home. And it plunked him. What do you know? Bases loaded.
Left fielder, number 23, Luke Brewer.
The 451's right on time, huh? Bases loaded. Brewer had this situation in the 3rd inning and ended up standing on second and racking up 3 RBI. So let's see if he can perform again here with the bases juiced. 2 outs, top of the 6th, Dogs up 9-1. Arledge kicks and fires. Outside, ball 1. Yeah, the hit by pitch will sure haunt you. Their one run has came at the gift of a hit by pitch from Austin Mitchell in the last inning. Here's the 1-0. In there for a called strike. 1-1. Luke Brewer, left fielder, junior. That's in the dirt. Good job back there from their catcher, Branson, to knock that down. Be a wall back there with the runners at third. Here comes the 2-1, and that's, oh, wow, a called strike.
No,
2-2.
high-breaking curveball.
Yeah, here it is. Swing and a miss. And Greenwood's going to leave him juiced. But
No runs for Greenwood.
wasn't he? There was no hits or runs. There was an error on their left fielder. But the Bulldogs leave the bases full. Well, they're 6 outs away from advancing here in the state tournament. And they'll face the bottom of the order, 7, 8, and 9, when we come back here. Austin Mitchell will come back in to pitch for Greenwood. Greenwood Sports Center Online and the Sports Hog 103.5. $30. Y'all have any water up here, do you know? Upstairs? Okay. I'll take one if you don't mind, whoever said that. Wait a minute, nachos and a hot dog with ketchup on it? No.
Hey, welcome back. As we turn in our orders up here.
I just politely asked if maybe there might be a water up here. Guy said he'd go get it, and that cost him.
Yeah.
There's a Diet Coke, a Diet Mountain Dew, maybe a
Nachos.
pina colada. I don't know what's going on. Austin Mitchell back to work for Greenwood. The Bulldogs can taste it now, 6 outs away from advancing to the second round. That'd be a 5:30 first pitch if they can get there tomorrow. They've got a lot of work left to do, though, boys. Don't ever rest on this Sheridan club. Gabe Kutencooler, their third baseman, is 0 for 2, and Mitchell's first one to him is laced to center field. But guess who's out there? Mr. Brown drifting back and makes the catch near the warning track. I think he might have nonchalanted that a little bit more than I would have liked, but I'd sure like to see him go camp under it.
Well, I wish it was a little more to the left or the right because all I saw was a pole.
Right.
Beautiful catch, though,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Here's Fletcher Williams, who's out in right field. He got lucky on the last inning around that error that he committed. First one to him is a ball from Mitchell. 1-0 count inside 2-0. Yeah, he dropped a fly ball. Thank you very much. Appreciate St. Bernard's Healthcare and Medical Group for donating some water for the state tournament. Oh, there's a shot, but right to the second baseman. A wild hop. Carroll says, I'll take this little Masse and over to first base. It kind of went right, then spun back to our left. He stayed with it. 4-3 on the putout. That ball was hit pretty hard, but to no avail. There's 2 down. The Bulldogs 4 outs away. And here's Evan Ward, who's at shortstop now for Sheridan. Austin Mitchell, the freshman in there, slicing and dicing. That one's over but low for ball 1. Two outs. This one's in the air. It's a base hit to center field. So a 2-out single for the 9-hole. Evan Ward, who was plunked earlier, struck out as well. Back to the top of the order. Here's Trace Watkins. He got hit in the 5th inning and then came into the score, and Mikado's going to come out and talk to Mitchell. I'd like to see him let the freshman stay in there. He's going to talk to him. Colton Payton made a jog out. Nope, they're going to pull him and bring in the senior Colton Payton. So an inning and 2/3 for Mitchell. He's got the runner on first, still his. Colton Payton, the senior, right-hander, little submarine thrower. I don't have to tell you about his mustache.
Man,
it is
alive.
Magical.
Yep.
He's had that thing going all season. I mean, it's just pure Burt Reynolds. My God. Look at that thing.
Circa 1978.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh.
And he'll be the third pitcher today for Greenwood. Jerica went 4 innings. Mitchell 1 2/3 of an inning. There's 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Greenwood up 9-1. Now Payton, the submariner, but he throws strikes. Not a whole lot of wildness. Of course, as I say that, he hadn't hit the strike zone yet here getting loose. But he comes in from an odd arm slot angle, and he likes to pepper that strike zone. You just hope that the way it's coming in will kind of fool the batters, because if they can square him up, he's kind of like Haven Clemens, kind of pitch to contact, if you will, the Lady Bulldog softball pitcher. But Colton's a gamer. See if he can get this out right here and get the Bulldogs back in the dugout. No easy task with the top of the order coming up. He let Mitchell go through the order completely. He faced every player, every batter. And here's Trace Watkins. Coach Moore's in. I don't know if he was asking about warm-up pitches. He gets 7, I guess, and so they're ready. No blood, no foul. Coach Moore apologized to Mikado that he wasn't trying to be unsportsmanlike. Here we go. Top of the order for the Yellow Jackets. Man on first. There's 2 outs, and Colton Payton's first one is a called strike. Wow. Good pitch. Caught that upper top inside corner, you know. Here's the 0-1. Right down the middle, strike 2. I told you.
He's a Rembrandt.
Isn't he? That's exactly right.
I was wondering what this pillow in the floor was for. I think I figured it out. There's an air conditioner vent. I was wondering why I was so cold.
And just missed with the 0-2. 1 ball. Watkins seemed like he was taken all the way. He wasn't interested in any of those 3 pitches. Colton Payton up on top. And got him. Backwards K. That's where it's been all day, and that is beautiful work from the senior. Colton Payton comes in and gets a backwards K, and the Bulldogs now 3 outs away from a trip to the second round of the 5A state tournament. One more chance to get some runs, though. 9-1, Greenwood leads. It'll be Strozier, Morgan, and Oaf when we come back here in Jonesboro on Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Uh-oh.
What happened? What
Got
I
your
mean?
Twitter out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, baby. We are back here in Jonesboro, Nettleton High School. $5A state baseball tournament. The Lady Pigs are underway over in the SEC tournament. They've got Tennessee today in softball. So good luck to Coach Doffel, the coach of the year, and her crew. Mary Half, the co-pitcher of the year, in the circle for the ladies. The boys are over in Tennessee this weekend. Connor Nolan with a nice little outing against A-State the night. Came in the 9th and got the 3 up, 3 down. Good to see Connor having a decent performance. Hopefully he get better. You got to have all those boys for a run to Omaha. Just like what we're seeing right here. 3 games, 3 days. You got to have everybody pitching. If Greenwood can hang on, you certainly will see Reed Carroll get the ball tomorrow. He's been outstanding as the number 2 starter. Here's Dylan Strozier now. Man, does he do 0 for 3 today. The first one's inside for ball 1. Arledge still working hard for Sheridan, the big lefty flamethrower. And Dylan Strozier, a right-handed bat. Here it comes. That's in there for a called strike. Good pitch. Strozier, Morgan, and Oaf. Lake Hamilton and Van Buren due up next. The Wolves are out getting loose beyond the right field fence. Strozier, a swing and a miss. He's down 1-2 now. 9-1, Bulldogs lead here in the top of the 7th. Sheridan's going to have the rally of a lifetime or the meltdown of a lifetime from Greenwood. Strozier hits one to the third base, a wild hop. Hey, what a play over there. But the ball was thrown wildly, and Strozier's going to go ahead and go around as it got past the first baseman, and he will get to second base on the error. That ball was smoked to, that is Gabe Cootencooler, and he kind of bobbled it out of his glove. It went flying up off his hip. He caught it out of midair and made a strike over to first base, where I don't know if that's his cousin. No, we're back to number 20 over there. That is Fisher Thompson back at first. He couldn't dig it out. We had a courtesy runner come in for the catcher, Strozier, and the first pitch to Morgan at the plate is a ball. Here it comes to Morgan. That's just outside. 2-0. And that one's in there for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike to the Greenwood shortstop. Bryce Morgan. He had a single earlier. He's 1 for 3. Upstairs, 3-1 now. There's a disgruntled fan still behind home plate. Hasn't been real fond of this ump. As Morgan lifts this one to right field, it's tailing away. Will it get down? It does. The right fielder got there but couldn't haul it in. And they're going to hold up the runner at third. Boy, it's going to be a tough one to score there. An error. He's going to give him an error. Boy, I mean, just they're out for blood up here in the press box. I like it. It did hit his glove, I agree. So back-to-back reaching on errors. And the Bulldogs have something going here in the top of the 7th. No outs, 2nd and 3rd. Top of the order for Oaf. And that's a ball. Oaf is 3 for 4. I beg your pardon, he's 2 for 3 with a walk. Tipped that one right into the catcher's glove, 1-1. That may be Skaggs out there running. I don't know if he's on the roster. That off-speed pitch is not there, 2-1. I believe it is. Little Skaggs, the freshman, number 5.
Running it.
Yes.
Third?
Yes.
Yes.
Outside. Oh, called strike. So that kind of evens it up because the pitch before that was a strike that was called a ball. So I don't mind that. We'll go ahead and give that our Maybelline makeup call of the day, sponsored by Maybelline. This one lifted to center from Oaf. Center fielder on his horse flying in, and he'll make the grab. Skaggs tagged at third, but comes retreating back quickly. And there's one down. Reed Carroll's turn now. I mean, I know 8 runs is a lot, but I'd sure like to be up 9 or more. Carroll is due as well. He hasn't had a bat on the ball. He reached on an error, I guess, in the 6th. Need to see him get one clean base hit and get a couple RBI here.
That'd be great.
Yep. That's in the air, fouled straight back, out of play. No, he's probably looking forward to tomorrow. He's going to get the baseball and be on the mound, throwing those spitballs up there at him. Here's the 0-1. It's low. 1-1 now to the Greenwood second baseman. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. And that is low. 2-1.
One thing about it, but Greenwood's been very disciplined at the plate today.
Absolutely. That's outside, 3-1. Oh, first base open. You know Caden Brown saying, let me get up there with the bases loaded, 1 out, because I am not bunting this time. Here it comes to Carroll. He goes ahead and takes a hack at it, and it's in the center. That may be trouble. The center fielder with a nice diving stab. Skaggs will tag this time, and it's clean, and he scores, and the sac fly is good. Also tagging is Morgan. He'll get over to third.
Center fielder, number 3, Caden Brown.
2 outs, an RBI, though, for Reed Carroll. And here's Caden Brown. You know, they're going to try to appeal the tag, maybe, one of them. Coach Moore's out of the dugout. They're talking to the one field up is talking to the other. Absolutely no idea. They're going to call him safe. I'm guessing they're saying it was on the tag at third. I mean, it's one thing to go up here and talk to the ump, but what happened to going and getting on the rubber, throwing over, all that good stuff? Appealing the play to the bag you thought he left early. That's how we used to do it, I think, back before bread and
Kick
pavement.
dirt.
So, either way, another runs across, and it's 10-1. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Here's Caden Brown with a runner at third. Now they're going to do. He's on the rubber. Oh, no, he's not going to appeal. Wow. Now he's going to try it. Now throw it to this. There you go. Go to the bag. Stand on it. Throw him the ball. You touch the bag. If he left early, he's out. Now this guy's going to come home. During all that, we just brought our guy home from third. Bryce Morgan says, watch this. You want to play tiddlywinks? Let's get it on. And so once it's thrown back there, we still home plate. They threw it back home because that ball is live once it's thrown. And the throw back into home went sailing over the catcher, and it's 11-1. It's party time now. Coach Mikado's calling off all the stops. That is glorious baseball there. That's what I was wondering. Why we're not just getting on the rubber? You step off, you throw it, and you appeal. Now, why you do it, I don't know. But I thought the tag was clean.
Yeah.
He already asked. They said it was clean. So I'm taking home base. I mean, we're up 11-1. There's 2 outs. Why not? Or 10-1. Now they're going to try it again.
Do it again.
And
what?
All the umps are looking around. They appealed, and still safe is the call, I think is what they're wondering. The 5-10's right on cue. Now Coach Moore is out. He is livid with the home plate blue.
Probably a good thing the train's coming through.
Yes, we can't hear the audio. That Burlington Northern coming through, killing our radio show here. I think Coach is saying once the ball was thrown home, the appeal play is out. You can't appeal it because the action has started.
Right. That ball was live once thrown.
Right. So, I mean, you could have appealed it earlier had he stepped on the bag like they went through the motions. I'm guessing that they think he didn't step on the bag. Why we went through that again, I have no clue. But once they tried to gun him down at home, then you can't appeal the tag up anymore because the action had started. I can guarantee you one thing. It's 11-1. Greenwood leading by 10 now. There's 2 outs. Brown's at the dish. Nobody on base. Tempers are hot. It's a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? A little dicey out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chippy.
The chippy. Not really with the players either, just kind of the coaching staff. The first one of Brown's high. Ball 1. Arledge still working hard out there for these Yellow Jackets. And that's upstairs. Boy. Here's the 2-0 to Brown. And inside, 3-0. Well, and poor Arledge, he sat out there and had to watch that and keep throwing little bean balls out to second base for no reason. He's just kind of lost his whole focus. The ball goes to the backstop. It's a walk on 4 pitches. Brown will jog down. And here's Matt Mundy. Arledge is hot. He's just not happy with all the shenanigans. The scoreboard doesn't help at all. Mundy, home run, 2-run jack in the first. Singled in the third, scored a run. Struck out, grounded out to second. He's 2 for 4. They hold Brown over there at first base. And the lefty from the stretch peers in, and he's ready up top. Monday digs in from the right side, and here it comes. That's high and tight. Got by him. Brown's going to just trot down to second base. And the Yellow Jackets' wheels are falling apart here in the top of the 7th. The 1 seed from the south can sense that their season may come to an end here. We're going to need some kind of bomb threat or something to get this game to go their way. Here it is. Monday looks at one upstairs, 2-0. 11-1. Greenwood leads here in the first round of 5A State. Tim Terry with you. Glad to have you aboard here if you're just joining us. It's been a fun one today. Here's the 2-0. In there for a called strike. Matt Munday, Bulldogs first baseman. Yeah, come on, wind blow a little bit. Let's see those locks flowing. But it's like the guy on the horse. What's his name? He comes on the beach.
Fabio?
Swinging a miss. Fabio, right.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Is that what you were looking for?
Maybe.
For a minute there, I was thinking of the Old Spice commercial.
Well, yeah, not that guy. No, older than that.
Okay.
Here's the 2-2 to Monday. He swung it one way outside there. This one's laced to left, and it's going to be down and foul. Just pulled enough to be foul. And Brown, who was jetting from second, will make a big loop and head back out there. Just about 8 feet foul, about halfway down the third baseline over there in left field. Drew Elliott's out on deck. If Monday can extend the at-bat here, Greenwood leading 11-1, looking to punch their ticket to the second round. Arledge brings it. That's a called strike. And that's a pitch that's not even close, but what it is, that's a pitch. That's an 11-1 strike zone.
That's right.
2 runs came across on no hits. There was 2 errors. And Greenwood left a man on base. We've left 8 on base today, but 11 have crossed the plate. And Colton Payton back out to close this thing out for the Bulldogs, a senior. They need 3 outs to advance to the second round of the state baseball tournament, and it'll be the meat of the order, 2, 3, and 4 for Sheridan here in their last chance, bottom of the 7th. It's 11-1 on the Sports Hog, 103.5. Yeah, 30 seconds.
Now, we're not here tomorrow, are we?
No, we're at the junior high deal, whatever that is. Annie Camp Junior High or something.
Okay.
Also from Jonesboro, Russellville 4, Lakeside 3.
That's unbelievable. All right.
First baseman, number 4, Bo Cooter.
We're back here in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is Nettleton High School, Raider Ballpark. Greenwood, Sheridan, first round of 5A state. The Bulldogs are in command. They have been since the outset. And Colton Payton peppering the strike zone here in the bottom of the 7th to Bo Cooter. 11-1, Greenwood leads. There's a shot just inside the bag. Yeah, it was fair. No chance for Weaver. And Cooter's going to have extra bases. He'll lumber to second. And the throw not there. And it's a double. That's what you got to have. Base runners. And here is Ashton Branson, their catcher. He's been hit by pitch twice, so we'll see if Colton Payton wants to get in the game. All the other 2 Greenwood pitchers have plunked him. And Strozier's going to go out and talk to Colton Payton. 11-1, Greenwood leads. 11-8-2 is the line for Greenwood. 1-6-4 for Sheridan. The errors looming for those Yellow Jackets. And you knew the day was going to go right when Monday hit the dong and the first inning, a 2-run jack to straightaway center, and things just stayed Greenwood's way, it seemed. A couple of errors in the bottom of the first, but Jerica got settled in, and the Bulldogs have been superb. 11-1. There's a little flare up the box. Carroll will get it behind second base, throw to first, threw high. Monday got it back. No. Monday got his foot back on there. He certainly did, and they're going to not give this to him. Let's see if Coach goes and asks home for help. He pulled him off the bag, but he certainly got his foot back on there. He was called safe. Monday rubbing the right ankle a bit. Time is called as the Cooter is going to be over at third for sure, over from second. Mikado's going to go ask for help. And this is going to be a shame, a very athletic play from Monday to get his foot back on the bag. But they're going to probably call him safe, and I don't think he was. He got his foot back down in time. Great play from Carroll. The throw was a little poor, obviously. But they asked the field ump earlier for help, and he's not even going to try this time. So it'll be a reach on an error.
Now batting number 8, Brandon Arledge.
And here's Brandon Arledge. He's their pitcher. Now, Strozier goes through the signs. First and third now for Sheridan. They've got something brewing here with no outs. Colton Payton peers in, Swing and a miss from Arledge. Ball that was off the plate outside. Left-handed bat. Right-handed Colton Payton. Big spot for Colton. Like to see him come through right here. Senior. That's in there and fouled out of play. It's a good pitch. 0-2. Over into the Van Buren Pointers, getting loose behind the third base dugout. Home team occupies third base. Saw that in the softball game as well. That one bounced in. Runner stayed at first, though. Strozier did a good job of knocking it down. Mm-hmm. I just feel like I would run. That's McElroy over there now, the courtesy runner. I mean, we're not going to throw down. I guess you don't want to get any outs on the bases. Upstairs, 2-2. And we probably would throw down and try to get the out, surrender a run if need be. But you just need 3 outs before they score 10 runs. Sweet Moses. Here's the 2-2. That ball's fouled back into the net. Yeah, you have to go back into the record books and figure out if this would be the worst collapse or the greatest comeback ever. I mean, it would balance on both if Greenwood doesn't win this game. That's fouled back into the net. So Brandon Arledge battling up there, the Yellow Jacket pitcher, was certainly frustrated in the top of the 7th with all the hijinks going on. Most of it unnecessary. Here's the 2-2. This one's into center field. Brown's got to get on his horse. Will he get to it? He will not. It falls safely at the warning track. 1 run will score, and they've got second and third. Branson's courtesy runner moves on over. An RBI double for Arledge. And it's 11-2. And here's a left-handed batting Fisher Thompson as we see Caleb Patrick come in to run for the pitcher Arledge. Again, both courtesy runners out there. Saw that back in the 5th inning as well. So here's Fisher Thompson. First pitch swing, it's ripped to right. And it'll be first and third again. Oaf comes up swinging, or firing. Another run scores. That's an RBI single for Thompson. And now Hunter Dorsey, their right fielder. There's a little bit of action in Greenwood's bullpen now. That looks like maybe Hunter Houston down there. It is, number 9. A sophomore, the quarterback for the Bulldogs, in waiting. And there's a little fister. Payton will come off the mound, flip it to the first baseman as he went down. His knee may have gave as he planted, and he's grimacing on his left knee. The out was recorded over there. Pretty good hustle play from Colton Payton. The runners at second and third now. Payton walking it off. There's 1 down now. 11-3. And that'll be all for Colton Payton. They're going to bring in Triple H now, Hunter Houston. So a new pitcher is number 9, Triple H, Hunter Houston. Let's take a break and let Houston get loose. Didn't have very long in the bullpen. He'll have to do it here on the mound. As you can hear, what is that, 5:23 right on schedule. 11-3, Bulldogs giving up a couple here at the bottom of the 7th. They're 2 outs from the second round of the 5A tournament. And we'll bring it to you right after this quick timeout. Greenwood Sports Center Online and the Sports Hog 103.5. A minute. I believe that's number 9, Hunter Houston, Triple H.
Pitching for Greenwood, number 9, Hunter Houston.
Razorbacks going to 100% capacity against Florida next week at the Baum Stadium, so that's positive.
You know, Razorback baseball program has really done wonders for the pandemic.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Third baseman, number 27.
Well, here's the 7 hole now up for Sheridan. Gabe Kutencooler. Hunter Houston will come in, the sophomore in relief. He's the 4th pitcher today for the Bulldogs. And the first one's a ball to Kutencooler. Houston, a right-hander. And that ball's lifted up in the air, and it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Sheridan's got second and third here with 1 out. They've scratched 2 across here in the bottom of the 7th. Bulldogs luckily put 2 across in the top of the 7th. You know, I really don't think this thing's going to be in jeopardy, but you go back and think about Bryce Morgan stealing home on the appeal throw down to second. That thing may come back and be the run that mattered. There's a called strike from Houston right down the middle. Of course, Luke Brewer stole home earlier in the game as well. We've seen a lot of fun stuff here in this one. Stuff we hadn't seen all season from these dogs. That ball's up in the air and fouled out of play over towards the Lake Hamilton faithful. Still 1-2. Hunter Houston, haven't seen him pitch, to be honest with you. I don't recall on the games we've broadcasted on radio. But you just always think the Greenwood quarterback generally is a great pitcher. Here comes the 1-2. Oh, high heat, and he got him swinging. And the Bulldogs are 1 out away from a second-round date in the state tournament as the Batesville Pioneers await a 5:30 first pitch tomorrow. Batesville no-hit Benton this morning. That ball's in the air. Oath on this horse, sizes it up, makes the catch, and that'll do it. The Bulldogs are going to win and advance and upset the 1 seed 11-3 in the Sheridan Yellow Jackets. And they will play another day here in Jonesboro as the Bulldogs, the 4 seed from the West, found their stride today. A 2-run home run by Matthew Monday in the top of the first set the table. And the Bulldogs went on to complete the upset of the 1 seed from the South, the Sheridan Yellow Jackets. And Coach Mikado gets his first postseason win at the helm of the Greenwood Bulldogs. 11-3 victory for the Bulldogs. Wow, what a ball game, Sean. Who'd have thought it?
Well, I did.
Right? Yeah.
I was very hopeful.
Well, you got to be, and you just hope that they hit the ball. We've struggled to hit the ball. We've struggled to get base runners in. We've gotten base runners. We've struggled to move them around. We certainly did that today, early and often. And the third inning was a big one as we got 4 runs across. We had 3 of the 4 first. Oath, Brown, Monday, all with hits. Kennan was hit by a pitch, and then Brewer's big 3 RBI triple, or double rather, just blew this game wide open, and the Bulldogs held on to win in their first round game, 11-3. Well, programming note for the folks back at the Fort Smith Radio Group, 5:30 tomorrow will be our scheduled airtime for the second round game between Greenwood and Batesville. 5:30. We'll have it for you, I believe, right here on the Sports Hog 103.5. If it's not here, it'll be over on 96.7. So if you're listening on radio, it'll be right here where you're at right now or over on our sister station, the Marshall. But I believe it's going to be on 103.5. Just put both those in your preset on your radio and just check them both tomorrow. Go ahead and put 94.5 in there, too, while you're at it. The live stream will be here as well. Now, we'll have live stream for you tomorrow at the softball tournament as well. Dr. Dustin Smith is manning the fort up in Mountain Home. And so they play at 3 o'clock tomorrow. So there's no way for us to get back and forth with the radio gear. So we're just going to stay here tonight and bring you some Greenwood baseball tomorrow.
Sleep in the van.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, good idea. Good luck to the softball team tomorrow. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks to all of our sponsors down the line. Appreciate Mr. Sean Holland.
Yes, sir.
For bringing the live stream here as well. 5:30 tomorrow, our next radio broadcast, Greenwood and Batesville in the second round of the 5A state tournament. Great job today. Jerika gets the win for Greenwood. Good job, Bulldogs. And Lady Bulldogs, both winners today in the state tournament. For Sean Holland, I'm Tim Terry saying so long from Nettleton High School, where the Bulldogs win and advance. We'll be over at Annie Camp Junior High. Is that what it's called tomorrow? So if you're coming over here, don't come to Nettleton High School. The baseball tournament will shift over to Annie Camp Junior High. I'm assuming over towards Jonesboro's campus somewhere. So we'll just put that in your Google as well, Annie Camp Junior High, if you're thinking about making the trip. If not, we'll catch you right here online or on the Fort Smith Media Group. Miss Jessica, thank you very much. Back in Fort Smith, we'll call it an evening here in the booth from the 5A State Baseball Tournament right here on the Greenwood Sports Center online. And you're home for local sports in the River Valley, the Sports Hog 103.5.